What's going on, y'all? I want y'all to see firsthand. I'm telling y'all, I really be trying to record stuff and get it out to you guys. I'm telling you, every time. So actually, I'll even go back to Final Cut, wherever you are. So literally recorded a video, no sound throughout the whole video. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's just the program. Let me go to where I actually have it documented. So I have that video, and I recorded another video. No sound. See? I really try, but I'm hoping that I got it now. And so we will try again tomorrow. That'll work. What's going on, y'all? Back to another beautiful day. I'm a little tired this morning. I woke up 5 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep anymore. It's 8:30. Like, my day's just getting started. So headed across the country. Well, not across country, halfway across the country. It's a multi-day trip, but man, I wanted to come and say I had so many people watch my last video, or watch, I guess for you guys, 2 videos ago, but to me, somebody watched my last video, and I've had so many people reach out to me. You know, comments, phone calls, text messages. One of my longest subscribers that I can remember, him and his wife are out of, I know it's the UK, but I cannot think of the part off the top of my head right now. But I know they're on the other side of the world and reached out to me. Is it Denmark? I think it's Denmark. But other side of the world saw that video, reached out to me, and we have conversations from time to time, otherwise, but just for him to reach out to me and, you know, even provide me with his personal phone number, you know, providing encouragement, and just, man, I can't express enough, you know, what kind of community this is. Man, I'm quite literally at a loss for words. I don't even know what to say. Like, just to have that many people reach out to me, providing, you know, with words of encouragement and let me know it's okay, and, you know, some suggestions on what I should do. You know, and actually other entertainment tour drivers. I remember a few comments from other tour drivers, which, you know, like they said, which I do try and do, which I'm doing right now. You know, when I'm in transit, you know, sure, I'll you know, I can record while in transit, and normally I do. I've just gotten away from it. Good Lord. I've just gotten away from it just because of, you know, like I said in my last video, just because of my mental state. But I you know, I do record, or try and record while I'm in transit, like I'm doing now. And man, I can't thank you guys enough. It is really awe-inspiring to see the people that I've been able to surround myself with. It's, man, Lord, that guy could have just gotten over it and he didn't. And anyway, so enough of that, enough about that. I wanted to say thank you for all of that. But we are on the way. Gee, are you not gonna speed up at all? We are on the way to the middle of the country. I can't say, because I'm not sure when this video is going to be out, if I'm still going to be there or not. But we got about a 3-day trip for the most part, give or take. It's more like 2.5, but we're gonna make it 3. What else? I'm having some issues with my truck. Well, I'm not gonna say some issues. I know exactly what the issue is. Man, this guy. Speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. That'll work. Yep. Thank you. Oh, that's the lane I need to be in. Crap. Because of the crosswinds. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know if you can read it while I'm on the video, but whenever you're coming over the Hoover Dam, you should be in the left lane in case there's a crosswind. You don't want to get, you know, I'd rather get blown into this lane of the highway than over the edge, you know what I mean? So, man, I forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, so as you can see, I have a check engine light on, and those that don't know, I do have the it's called Premium Tech Tool, but it's the computer program from Volvo, for Volvo, well, Volvo and Mac, but I actually purchased the software from the Volvo dealership, so I can plug in my truck anytime I want and change anything I want. So whenever I have a check engine code, I don't have to pay $100 at a dealership for them to plug their computer in. So I plugged it in, pulled up what this code was, because I have another light on that comes on sporadically. I already know what that is. It's because I have aftermarket headlights and the ECM doesn't like reading the voltage, I guess, or the amperage that's coming out of it. But everything works properly. I do a light inspection check every single day. It works fine. But that light keeps coming on and off, and there's no parameter in my program that I can change it. And I've asked the dealership about it, and they said they can't change it either, without without sending my ECM off to I don't remember. I know it was overseas. I can't remember exactly where they had to send it off to, but not something that they can change in a day. So, you know, I did the typical Volvo driver thing. I think any driver does this, but it's not constantly flashing. They'll come on for a couple seconds and they'll go off for like a couple seconds. It could be on for a couple minutes, then go back off. I just put a piece of tape over it because I know what it is. I know it's not serious, and I make sure at least once a week I pull the codes that my truck throws just in case it is something else. But it's just that. So, but this light that you can see that doesn't have tape over it, my DEF tank temperature sensor, I'm assuming, went out while I was off on vacation. So when I came back to the truck, I noticed that light on. So I had a quick load. I don't think I recorded it. No, it's the one I tried to record at the one of my clips. But basically, I started the truck up, so I was check engine light. Like, okay. Ended up having to relocate my truck closer to my pickup. Picked that load up that next day because at that point I was jet lagged and I was tired. But picked that load up next day and drove it down to Phoenix. And then in Phoenix, you know, I had, I don't know, 16, 17 hours before I had to deliver. So I took that time, you know, actually for the first time ever, I parked at a gym because the place that I was delivering to, their parking lot was closed to truck parking for some type of special event they were holding in the parking lot. So across the street there's a gym, and I was like, I'm gonna park at the gym. So I called the gym, make sure it was okay. They were fine with it. In fact, the lot that I parked in, there was a construction. So you know, like after the gym closed at night, you know, it was just me out there. I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to sleep well. Jesus. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be able to sleep that great, because you know, normally I like to have another set of eyes outside of my cameras, like on me in my truck. And I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to sleep that well. And as soon as I said that, a couple trucks pulled in, and it was a construction crew that was working on the other end of the parking lot from where I was parked. I'm like, perfect. I slept like a baby. I slept like a baby. So anyway, while I was in that downtime, I plugged it in to check this light, and that's how I found out what it was. But I'm not really sure what I want to do with it, only for the simple fact that I've been having issues out of my fuel mileage out of this truck for I don't know, at least 3 years. You know, just shortly before I came to Landstar. So I've almost been at Landstar 3 years. So yeah, about three and a half years I've been having issues with my fuel mileage. You know, empty or loaded, I normally get somewhere at 6 miles a gallon. And you know, any driver, but especially owner operators, know that's expensive every year. So while I found out what this sensor was, or what this check engine light was, I went ahead and on the Premium Tech Tool and did a case-based reasoning form, and just put and my truck's getting low power, because it does. Like that hit, like the hill I'm on right now is not that big, and in performance mode I can only climb it at 38 miles an hour. And it's like that for just about every uphill that I go on. It's like that about 80% of the time. Sometimes I'll get a really steep hill and I can cruise up it, because the trailer that I pull, that's not my personal trailer but the other trailer, it's got the same weight, it's loaded the exact same way, and we typically go the same route for about 85-90% of our travel. We go typically the same major ways anyway. So you know, it's not super terrain heavy except for like coming out of Vegas. That's really about it. And it's like, you know, anyway out of Vegas it's like that. So but I get, you know, 6 miles to the gallon, you know, this trailer or my trailer. And my trailer, I pull, I don't think this have been, shoot. I'm trying to think of the last time I put more than 28,000 pounds in my trailer, in my personal trailer.